After racing the first 4 meets of the year and improving each and every race, my cross-country season and cross-country racing career comes to an end at this conference meet. I've worked hard this summer and fall to be my best for this race, but I strained my hamstring in the previous meet. Because of this, preparation hasn't been ideal, but I'm still optimistic for a great result. I believe I can run a performance that I can be proud of to close out my career.
Let's go, boys. Work together. Nice job. There you go, Cody. Let's go, boys. There you go, JK. Joshua. Let's go, Joshua. Come on. Keep it up. You're running great. Really great.
So everybody, as you can see, I'm back in my apartment and I'm ready to recap this race for all of you. So to start this race recap off, I'm gonna talk about my thoughts going into this race. Overall, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna run. Like I said in the intro, I was dealing with a hamstring injury. I strained my hamstring in the previous meet. So my training leading into this race, I was doing a lot of biking. I did run, I wanna say 4 days out from the race, 5 days out from the race, but there was a lot of biking happening going into this race. So my main goal was to run a race I was proud of, that I would feel good about closing my cross-country career on, my cross-country racing career on. So now what actually happened in this race, this start is pretty much all downhill and I got out really well and I used that downhill to my advantage. I didn't want to go too quick on the downhill and there weren't that many people in this race, so I wasn't like necessarily having to jockey for position, but I got in a spot right where my teammates were and right with the teammates that I wanted to run with, and I stayed with them up to, I want to say, around a K to a mile. That's when a gap formed. It wasn't like this gap was super huge, but it was a small gap, maybe a second, and I remember the gap ended up forming even more when we got to this. It was this small hill, or it's not necessarily small, but it's a hill that's a little steeper, and I ended up losing a bunch of ground there. I remember losing a bunch on that spot, but eventually that pack ended up splintering. It ended up disintegrating, and as that pack was disintegrating, I was passing these people, and I had that mentality of I was gonna try and pass as many of these people as possible, and that's what I did throughout the rest of the race. And I was also hearing very positive splits. I was running very well. I think my 4K split was like 14:06, 14:07, which is what I ran 2 weeks before this one, and I actually felt really strong. I felt way stronger than I thought I would feel, and I ended up finishing 46th place, ran a time of 28:14. That time is a PR. I think this is my best place, or my second best placing in the conference. And overall, I ran a time that I was very proud of. Overall this season, I ran better each and every race. I started running 32 minutes in my first race, and I finished running 28:14. Thoughts to follow about this season coming up in a later video. But before I close this video out, I just want to say, as a team, we got first place. We won conference my freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and this year was no different. We won conference. I think we scored 24 points as a team. We dominated, and it's going to be exciting to see what we can do as a team at regionals. But with that, everybody, though, that is a video. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, turn those post notifications on to see more JK Running Productions videos. Follow me on Instagram, Strava, join the JK Running Productions Strava Club. With that, though, I'm going to sign off like I always do. The grind never stops.